We have seen the different units used in distance measuring and how to convert from one to another. We will now take a look at how we can calculate distances from one position to another. We now know that 1 minute of arc of latitude is equivalent to 1 nautical mile on the Earth's surface. We will start on the prime meridian. The town of Greenwich is at north 5128 and east-west 00000. We will travel north, thereby remaining on the prime meridian, all the way to the North Pole, at latitude north 9,000. We have a ChLat of 38 degrees and 32 minutes. By multiplying 38 degrees by 60, we find that 38 degrees is the equivalent of 2,280 minutes. So the 38 degrees is 2,280 nautical miles. The remaining 32 minutes of ChLat equates to 32 nautical miles. Therefore, 38 degrees and 32 minutes of ChLat is equivalent to 2,312 nautical miles. This is the distance from Greenwich to the North Pole, directly north up the prime meridian. This is the principle used in calculating distance from ChLat. The easiest way to calculate ChLat, and hence distance, is to visualize the Earth split vertically along a meridian and anti-meridian. Now we will look at some more complex calculations using this principle. Firstly, from a departure point on the same meridian and in the same hemisphere as the destination point. What is the shortest distance between London, north 5137, west 00012, and Accra, north 0648, west 00012? Note that both of these positions are on the same meridian. We can see that from the latitude of London to the latitude of Accra, the ChLat is 44 degrees 49 minutes. To calculate the shortest distance, in other words the Great Circle, we need to convert the angular distance into linear distance by multiplying the degrees of ChLat by 60 and adding the 49 minutes. The total minutes of ChLat, and hence nautical miles, are 2,689. Now let's look at an example that has the departure and destinations along the same meridian, but in different hemispheres. What is the shortest distance between Durban, south 2930, east 03030, and St. Petersburg, north 5947, east 03030? We can see that from the southerly position of Durban to the equator is 29 degrees and 30 minutes, and from St. Petersburg to the equator is 59 degrees and 47 minutes. The total ChLat is therefore 89 degrees and 17 minutes. This equates to 5,357 nautical miles. Now let's look at an example of same hemisphere points, but on a meridian and its anti-meridian. What is the shortest distance between Rome, north 4155, east 01110, and Honolulu, north 2117, west 16850? We can see that it is easier to visualize the ChLat by applying the latitude as an angle from the equator, 21 degrees 17 minutes and 41 degrees 55 minutes. The latitude of the North Pole is 90 degrees. We can calculate the total ChLat to be 116 degrees 48 minutes. This equates to 7,008 nautical miles. Now let's look at 2 points on a meridian and anti-meridian in different hemispheres. What is the shortest distance between Tokyo, north 3557, east 13535, and Rio de Janeiro, south 2210, west 04425? By applying the latitudes of the two positions into the geometrical diagram, it is easy to visualize which angles need to be added together to obtain the total ChLat. In this case, the ChLat is 166 degrees and 13 minutes. This equates to 9,973 nautical miles. Remember, we are looking for the shorter distance in this example, which is clearly via the North Pole and not the South Pole. This will not always be the case, so you will have to always use ChLat of less than 180, unless, of course, the 2 points are completely antipodal. For a ChLat of 180, then either pole could be used en route. Now we shall look at a simple case of 2 points along the equator. In this example, we have taken a cross-section through the equator and plotted the 2 points, Dakar and Singapore. Consider the angle from Dakar on the west 01635 meridian to Singapore on the east 10355 meridian. This angle is ChLong as the ChLat is 0. ChLong is 120 degrees and 30 minutes. As 1 minute of longitude equates to 1 nautical mile only at the equator, the distance is 7,230 nautical miles. We have seen several examples of calculating distances from ChLat. These techniques are used for solving great circle distances from points on the same meridian, or meridian and anti-meridian. It is important to remember that ChLat in minutes is used to determine nautical mile distance. It might be that a problem may require the answer in kilometres or statute miles, and it is therefore important to remember to apply the correct conversion factors. Only use ChLong when solving problems that are along a point on the equator. This is because the equator is the only place where 1 minute of longitude equates to 1 nautical mile. As latitude increases, a minute of longitude will represent a diminishing distance along the surface of the Earth, until the distance becomes 0 at the poles.